Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be my April purchases and empties. So I'll be going over everything that I finished in the month of April, whether I liked it or not, if I would repurchase it. And then I'll be going over all of my purchases for April and just discussing a little bit about my purchasing decisions, if I think I made smart choices or not. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I would love it if you stuck around. But with all that, let's just get into it. All right. Sometimes we have really long empties and purchases videos, and sometimes they're a little bit shorter. I am happy to say today it will be a little bit of a shorter video, which is really nice. It never feels good when my purchases are so large, it primarily turns more into a haul than a purchases and an empties. So we have a little bit of a shorter video, very exciting. Usually I start off with talking about any residual purchases, maybe purchases that I didn't make in April, but they've now come to me. I purchased them February, March, and now I have them. That way I'm not putting up photos when I'm doing my video and saying like, it's on its way to me. I just wait until the next month and then show it then. But I have no residual purchases waiting in the wings. I actually do. I have some stuff waiting for me in the States still. That I ordered a little while ago, but I won't be getting that until June is the next time I'll have family making a visit from the States to where I live here. So until then, I'll have no residual stuff. So that means we're going to start with my empties, which I don't have that many empties either, unfortunately. But last month was a little bit heavier. That's kind of how this goes. I'll have like a really good empties month, a lower month. I try not to rush through products, just use them naturally. And slowly but surely, I've been making some progress on some out of control categories and getting those numbers down. So let's just get started. I think I only have one hair care item, which is this. It's the Deva Curl Deep Sea Repair Seaweed Strengthening Mask. I am really proud of this category. This is a category where I'm almost completely have it under control. I think I still have a travel size shampoo in my shower, but after that, I just have my full size, and that's my last like shampoo, conditioner in my containers. I'll have to purchase a new one after that, which is really exciting. It's just nice to know that I don't have boxes and boxes of things waiting for me. There's no point. But this strengthening mask was okay. I do have like naturally curly hair. I'm kind of on like this hair thing right now. I did cut my hair myself and I somewhat regret it. I'm just not a hairstylist and I feel like I kind of messed it up, which is why it gets pinned back a lot. I don't know. I'm not loving the hair right now, but I do normally have fairly curly hair naturally, which is why I do like the Deva Curl line. But yeah, this was an okay mask. Would I go out of my way to like specifically repurchase this mask? No, I wouldn't. Speaking of masks, I do have some other kind of sheet masks that I went through. So I finally cracked into one of these. This is the Lancome double wrapping cream mask. I love this mask and I buy them when they're half off because they're quite pricey. I think I want to say they're like $40, but I think it's $40 for a pack of 4. I can't remember. They're really expensive sheet masks, but they're the only sheet masks where I've noticed an actual difference in my skin. So I end up not using them because I just want to save them, but I really do want to just get through my things and have a more manageable amount of stuff. So I ended up treating myself to this. I used it. It's fantastic. It's great. I love it so much. The only sheet mask I would really buy. To me, it is worth the price, even though it's quite pricey. And then the other thing I have, this was a hand mask. So it's from the mini Macroon and it's the hand mask. It just was like a glove and you put it on your hands. I've had this in my nail drawer forever and ever. And I was like, I'm tired of looking at this. I'm just going to put it on. You put it on for 15 minutes. This actually worked really well. It was actually really nice. My hands did feel really moisturized after. Surprisingly, like I thought this would kind of just be a gimmick product. Pretty sure I got this for free in something. Surprisingly nice. Surprisingly nice. I mean, if you don't apply a hand cream or just like a lotion on your hands very often and you want like some instant moisture, like this would do it. I actually really do like this hand mask. After that, I just have one other skincare item, and then the rest is makeup, kind of. So I have this Murad. This is the Essential C Day Moisture. It's a moisturizer. It's a moisturizer, travel size, deluxe size moisturizer. It was fine. It was nice. I don't like these like multi-action products. Like this is kind of like a vitamin C moisturizer. I would rather just have a more simple, hydrating, easy moisturizer and then use a vitamin C serum. So then that way I don't look at my moisturizer and I'm like, well, I can't really use that today. Like it's going to be too harsh on my skin. I can just opt in and out of the vitamin C if I want to. Do really like vitamin C and I like it in my skincare, but I don't want to use a vitamin C moisturizer every single day, so I would not repurchase this. I do actually have one more skincare item. Technically, that's not makeup. This is the Coco kind, My Matcha. This is an all-over moisture stick. I got this for free in like an Ulta bag. Let me tell you, this is one of the best things that I've ever tried. I actually did already repurchase it and they've repackaged it. This is one of the best moisture sticks I have ever experienced. Here's what it actually looks like. And I don't think they sell this at Ulta anymore. I had to buy this on Amazon, but I have purchased that for my brother. I have purchased it for multiple people. It is really great if you get cracked knuckles. I don't know if you've seen in some videos, but I had this like really big red spot right here that was kind of like this eczema spot on my knuckle here. And I just apply this moisture stick and it's amazing. Amazing. I dug out every single last thing. I will never be without this because it just heals things so well. I'll put this on insect bites. It really helps with that. Mosquitoes love me for some reason. I'm just so delicious to them. They love my blood and it really helps like soothe the mosquito bite so it's less itchy. It helps like anytime I have like really raw skin. I've mentioned this multiple times on my channel, but we don't have like central heating. We heat our 2-bedroom place up with a fireplace and it's actually very drying on your hands because you're sticking wood into a fire. And so your knuckles get really, really dry during wintertime and they hurt, they crack. I've never really experienced that because I grew up most of my life in Arizona where it's very, very hot. Winter things are new to me. I hate the cold. It is just, it's not for me, but this thing has saved me. It lasted me about 2 winters I used this and I purchased another one. I will always, always have this. I love this and can't recommend it enough. Then we have some makeup. So let's breeze through this. I have some more lip products. So this is the Lanolips, the Raspberry Shortcake. I purchased a trio of this in January when I was visiting the States. And very much like this. This is the second one that I finished. I just have one more and then I'll need to buy another Lanolips. I can't find Lanolips in France. I found it on Cult Beauty, but they won't ship it to France. I don't know if it's because it has lanolin and maybe they won't sell that to France. I don't know. But this will be something that maybe I like send to my sister and have someone bring it over to me like they would in June or something like that because I do actually really, really enjoy this. It's one of the most hydrating things I have on my lips where I don't feel like I need to reapply all the time and actually moisturizes my lips. The next empty I have is this Fenty gloss. This thing has been a pain in my side for a long time. I've had this probably longer than you should have, and it is the original Fenty Glow. It's just a mini. This is just a mini. It took me so long to finish up. I mean, the cap is just flaking off. It's so gross. I pulled out the stopper though. I got every single little bit of it out. and I'm very happy to have another lip empty. This is a really nice lip gloss. I do really like it, but I just need a break from Fenty lip products at this time. And I really do want to finish up some other lip products in my collection. I just have too many. So while this was nice, I would not repurchase it now. And there's also other Fenty lip products I would maybe prefer trying over this. I do have a full size of the cream version still, so I do still have a Fenty product in my drawer actually, but it will be a minute before I get to that. Then I have a mascara. This is the Stila Huge Mascara. I very much enjoy this mascara. It's probably one of my top 3 favorite mascaras. I have gone through maybe like 5 or 6 tubes of this mascara. Very much like it. I think it's great. I do prefer a more natural kind of mascara. I don't like something that gives me like too much of that fake lash effect. Here's what the cone looks like. I like something that's really specifically very separating. I like the mascara that I'm wearing today. Actually, I tried it for the first time. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I really like this. It gives a feathery look. It gives something without being too much, and I would repurchase this. I have a travel size right now that I will soon crack into, so that will definitely be something that re-enters my life at some point. And then the last empty that I have is a pair of lashes. I have decided that it's time to retire these. This is the Lilly Lashes Faux Lash in Sassy, and these were half lashes. I did cut them a little bit smaller anyways, but I've used these maybe like 20, 25 times now in like the past year and a half. And considering my lash drawer is shameful, but I do only use kind of one lash at a time. When I'm doing eye looks, stuff like that, sometimes I'll use false lashes, and they're just getting too hard to put on now. I kind of just feel like they're done, which is really exciting. Probably the first false lash that I feel like I've ever gotten my money's worth out of and like finished and trashed. So that feels really good. Really nice lash. I do very much like this line of lashes. I think it's comfortable. I'm not like the biggest expert by any means when it comes to false lashes, but I did like these. I would recommend them. Those are all my empties. See how quick that was? That was fantastic. Let's now talk about the purchases that I made in April and I received in April. I am very excited to announce I only purchased one thing. I actually was very, very much trying to do a no buy for April, but this product, I saw it in a Will I Buy It. I'll link my Will I Buy It up above. I bought it right then and there. Like it was an instant purchase for me. I knew without a doubt I was going to buy it. It is the Givenchy bronzer. So I actually just filmed my video unboxing and playing with this bronzer today. That video is going to be going up before this. I will also link that up above, but that is what I'm wearing today. I think it looks really, really nice. I actually put on all my Givenchy products with it to just kind of do a full face of Givenchy. So I have a blush, I have the foundation, the concealer, the pressed powder. I use the bronzer in my eye look, and then I got a sample of the mascara, which I'm actually really, really liking, but I probably will not purchase. The only thing is, this is hard to open. I couldn't open it on that video. I can't open it now. And this is what it looks like. It is so beautiful. It is really nice. So far, the one time I've worn it, I'm very much impressed by how this powder has performed. I mean, a bronzer is a bronzer is a bronzer, but for a luxury formula, like I can really tell. I even really like how the eye look turned out. And I don't know, it might be just another hit for Givenchy. I really have been impressed with most of their products. So I purchased this. And then the last thing that I have, which is not a purchase, but someone did declutter to me, and I like to be transparent on what's coming in and out of my collection. Someone decided to declutter their Too Faced Sweet Peach palette to me, which was very kind of them. The first Too Faced tin palette that I ever purchased and tried was actually the Appley in Love palette that came out last fall. That was my first Too Faced tin palette, and I talked about how that was my first Too Faced tin palette. So someone said they weren't going to use their Sweet Peach. Did I want it? And I said, yeah, sure, I'll try it. It is, I mean, like barely used. Most of these don't even look swatched. Like maybe this one looks swatched. So I don't know. I'm going to play around with it and see. No skin off my back. If I like it, if I don't like it, then Either way will be fine with me. At least I didn't like waste money off of it. It was really kind of them to declutter it to me before just getting rid of it fully. It does smell like peaches. I don't know why. When this first came out, I really wasn't interested in it. And I think it's because it was a little bit more warm toned. And back when this came out, like there was just other things that I was more excited about. And I didn't love warm tones as much as everyone else did. But I'm kind of dipping my toes back into like warm tone era a little bit. We're just like leaning more to that side. I don't think I'll ever fully be into warm tones, but this is warm tone and neutral enough where maybe I can get some use out of it. So I'm kind of excited to try this palette, even though it's not new to the market or anything like that. And that's all that I have. Those are all of my purchases, all of my empties. Like I said, a super short, quick video. Hooray! I'm so happy. I'm really happy that I tried to control myself a little bit with purchasing this month. I kind of just wanted to take a step back. January, February, and March and December were pretty heavy months for me. I mean, December, January, there's a lot of emotional purchasing on my end. If you know, then you know. But it was really difficult months for me. It's still difficult, to be quite honest. Like I'm still having a very hard time. But I'm trying to not channel that through dopamine addiction and purchasing things, and trying to really still be thoughtful and mindful and going back to where I was before that in my purchasing, because I feel like I had made so much progress last year and I was very quickly going down a slippery slope again. So I wanted to hold back. Was really trying to do a no buy, but I'm happy that I purchased this because I knew that I was going to want it and there was no point in waiting. I don't know when this is launching in the US as of now. Hopefully it'll be out by the time this video comes out. If it is, it'll be linked down below. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. May, we'll see kind of what happens. I'm also going to try to do my goal is to do a no buy, but we'll see. Maybe there'll be one or two things that kind of trickle in. I will be out of town on a volunteer type thing for a month at a dog rescue. So there's no reason for me to purchase makeup when I won't even be home to receive it. And that's what I'm going to tell myself, that there's nothing that can't wait until June. So that's where I'm at right now. I'd love to know down below if you track your purchases in empties so I can see your videos as well. I love watching them for some reason. I just like seeing what people use and what people bring in. Let me know down below if you are. But this is where I'm going to leave you all. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.